questions, but just wanted to ask, I mean, the film deals with some quite heavy issues of, you know, suicide and manic depression and mental health, but it's presented largely in quite a comic way. When you were kind of writing and making the film, were you conscious of this balance and how kind of what delicate balance it needs to be, so you hit both the kind of emotional and the kind of comedy aspects of the film?
Well, I think suicide is really funny, so I really approached it from that angle, which is not true. It's based on a book, Ned Vizzini's book. It's kind of a funny story, and he captured that balance really well, blending the comedy and the drama and dealing with serious themes, and it's semi-autobiographical for him. And so we used him as sort of a tool in his book to really guide us in that balance of the tone of the film.
And kind of what was it initially, I mean, especially with the character of Craig, what was it that kind of drew you to that character? I mean, he's, you know, with his self-deprecating humour and kind of the way he is, I think he seems like a much more realistic teenager than you quite often get in films. So how did you, you know, what was it that made you want to make a film kind of about him?
Yeah, I think it was Craig. It was the idea, it was the voice of the book, written from, again, Ned's words, but the character of Craig he created was just so earnest and honest and open and willing to meet new people and allow them to affect him in ways that I was not accustomed to seeing from teen stories in movies or literature either. And so I was just drawn into the voice of the book and to Craig. And when we found Keir Gilchrist for that part, we were very excited. Because not only is he a terrific actor, he's 17 years old and he captures all of that stuff, and he's going through a lot of the things that Craig is going through as well, and he does a terrific job in the film.
I read somewhere that you had mentioned that before the shooting started, you sat down with some of the cast and crew and watched The Breakfast Club. What was it about that film that you thought would kind of resonate with the people working on the film? What was it about that film and maybe John Hughes in more general terms?
Well, because of this sort of tricky subject matter, you know, we weren't sure that we wanted to make sure everybody working on the movie understood the tone of that we ultimately were trying to capture. And I think that Breakfast Club specifically is, you know, I don't know if anyone's seen it recently, but it's a very heavy movie. It's very dramatic, and I think we think of it as a teen comedy, but it's a film about very serious issues, but it's handled in such an entertaining way. It's funny, and there's a musical number in it, and it's super entertaining. And so that was sort of the inspiration. So we just wanted to make sure that people involved with the film sort of knew what we were getting after.
Are there any questions from the audience? If there are, just raise your hands, and I think we've got some microphones. Come on, people, don't be shy.